What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates on the ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich, Alec Funnel,
My pronouns for this week are a horse with no name and Steve.
and Carmen de la Cruz.
I'm confused. But hello.
I am Sean. Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Not Sean.
Yeah. What? No.
What? Yeah,
No.
What? No.
Hello, Chuck Boris, which is an amazing name, by the way.
What?
But yeah, I was gonna.
Chuck up Boris.
I was gonna do a thing here, but I don't. I'm tired of bitching about everything because I do that every week. So I decided to not. Some days I give up. Some days I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna complain about having to complain. How about that? How's that work?
It's going well.
I hate the news. But yeah, hello everybody. We're gonna jump right into things this week. This week we're gonna be talking about Alan Wake 2 getting delayed, Overwatch 2 being the worst game ever, the Xbox 360 store shutting down, and more. But first, hey Jess, how was your little old week? All right, what are you drinking? Why did your timing though? It's like, oh, I can feel it. It's gonna be my turn. Let me drink something.
No,
I
my
swear you do it
throat
on
is
purpose.
dry.
You do it on purpose.
I'm sorry for trying to stay
You do it on
hydrated.
purpose, I swear.
Just try not to die. My week was good. It was pretty good at work. Things is going good. What did I do? I watched some stuff and I played some stuff, and then I watched some more stuff.
Oh,
Watched a bunch of the ward machinimas with Carmen, trying to introduce her to the ward since she's been here for a while.
what?
I finally watched Cocaine Bear.
How'd you like it?
Well,
I was
Did
bored.
you need
I
cocaine?
think-
I was cocaine bored.
wow. I think your expectations were too high.
They were, or
Yeah.
my liking of movies like that has just either gone down or like their delivery has gone down. I'm not sure, but basically, I don't know. It was like, all right,
It's not delivery.
it's
Just
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I watched some more New Girl and stuff like that.
What? You don't watch that show?
No, not over and over.
Never.
For sure. No.
Not even 20 times.
I played more Forest. I'm almost at day 60 of my survival thing. Still haven't found the flashlight. That's cool, but I'm throwing dynamite at trees because I'm getting sick of cutting them down. I'm no longer afraid of the little crackheads because I got swarmed by 12 of them, and I just went crazy and murdered them all. So I run at them now when they run away. So I think I'm the big bad guy of the island. It's pretty great.
You're the villain.
I'm the villain.
The
and then I played. So I guess it's my new game of the week because last week I had played it, but this week I actually played it. That maquette game. So it's a pretty cool puzzle game. I like that it makes you think, and I got stuck a lot of times and I was getting frustrated, but in a good way. You're like, oh, fuck, what how do I fix this? And it makes you go all around and look at every single angle to figure out how to do things. I would recommend the game if you like the puzzle aspects of other games, because this is just all puzzles. Yeah. And then I spent a good chunk of my evening yesterday opening a box. As Lee has mentioned, needs to order more sellotape.
How many rolls did you get?
I mean,
I
he's
mean-
got a drawer of it in there.
Oh my
On the
God.
box, I don't know, but rolls, I got 2 of them, and they got the lumberjazz.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. I got lots of stuff, so picking a show and tell is a little difficult. Because I literally just want to show everything. I mean, I got a hat, which I had on the moment I found it in the box.
You hat on.
My hat on.
A hat on.
Even more dumb. Yeah. So I guess I'll show you. There's too many things. I should
This is my remote control.
show you these.
This is my Wiimote.
This is
No.
This is my spoon. I don't have a Wiimote handy, unfortunately. I will show you
Is that spoon all you have though?
3. What? No, I have 3 of them,
Oh, what?
so I could
The-
take all
the
y'all
joke-
motherfuckers out at once.
Yeah, but I would enjoy it.
What? This is the
I look
first
at-
thing I'm going to show you. It's what Lee sent me. It is the
Cool.
vinyl soundtrack of Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander. It has. There we go. It has
Limited
Sticker.
edition.
posters, which means my the framed X-Files poster is probably going to come down because yeah. It's a really cool cover. Like, this actually looks like The Walking Dead.
It does.
But I mean, what is Lara but a Walking Dead, because she keeps getting fucking like thrown everywhere.
Right.
And I also am going to show you the other record that he sent me. It is Forbidden West, and it is so pretty and beautiful.
I've never heard of that game.
Eh. I like that it's just like it doesn't have the title, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
like
just-
when they do that, when it's like minimalistic and there's
my
no
freaking
logos
light.
or anything. It's
There
really
we go.
cool.
Yeah,
Is that
I like
Crash
this
Bandicoot?
side, and this side is pretty cool. It's got like the not dinosaurs, peoples, and actually like these guys are fucking like Velociraptor robots. They're the worst. It's really pretty, and I was telling Carmen that because she was watching me unbox it, I was telling her that, like my drive to the cottage or when I'm playing the forest or when I'm working, I often put on Spotify the Horizon like full playlist, so it has all 3 soundtracks. And so this is cool because I'm gonna have it, but like on the vinyl. Yeah. And the Tomb Raider one too. Because I don't think I actually listened to this soundtrack for the Tomb Raider, but I will because music is good. And also it's Tomb Raider.
Do you
There's so many
remember, like,
things.
did that movie stand out to you as like having a good soundtrack or no?
Yeah, it did for like the like not just instrumental. Like I don't remember what the instrumental music sounds like, but I feel like it had a pretty good soundtrack. Like the score was pretty good. And there's a couple of the songs that I have downloaded that are, or not downloaded, but like on my Spotify playlists that are like really cool, but they were mostly from the trailer. And they played like very minimal parts in the movie. So I didn't actually even check the names of the songs, but I will put it on and let you know. I mean, like,
Okay.
it's really thick, so I'm assuming there's probably more than one disc, which might mean like there's more than the 2 songs. And apparently this hat was found on Amazon. Jill lost it and somebody sold it on Amazon, and now I have it. And only because it's stronger than me and it's right in front of me and I have to show it. Lee gave me Jazz Jackrabbit. I can't play it. But
What the fuck is that?
this is like, okay, this is one of the games when I was younger that I played the shit out of on DOS games, because it's just like, it's obviously a side scroller. And you're this rabbit
I know
named
you
Jazz.
love those.
You're this rabbit named Jazz, and you have a little gun, and you have to like shoot the aliens and stuff, and then your like cousin or brother or whatever, Spaz, who looks really stupid, is also there. Like, you can do like a co-op, I think. It has awesome music, and it's just like, it's Jazz Jackrabbit, man. Wow, I know an old game that you don't.
What
That's
the
a-
hell?
That is amazing.
How could this be? Well, it's a PC
How-
game. I don't count those.
And
Yeah.
I wish I could play
You
it, but
sure?
Sean,
I don't think the specs will work on Windows 7.
do you
Seven.
count this?
No.
Resident
Get
Resident
fucking
Evil
light
8?
that on fire.
Resident
Why do you
Evil
have
8.
that?
No,
Yeah.
that is not a game that exists, Carmen. There is no Resident Evil 8. There is Village
It's gonna sit
Resident
right next
Evil.
to me.
That was
Yeah, this is
me.
weak.
That
Oh
was
wait,
me.
that was it?
That was me.
Oh well.
Yeah, Alec, we missed you last week. So what the fuck have you been up to?
Well, that's a lie in the first thing you just said, that you missed me.
With a sniper rifle.
Yeah, that was better. Yeah, so apologies for last week. I literally had the shits. Uh,
Wow.
I kind of turned into one
TMI.
of I kind of turned into one of Chuck Norris's videos with the Resident Evil character having his shit.
A shit.
Yeah, a
A
shit.
shit.
Did you take
Wow.
a shit selfie?
I should have.
Should you have?
Yeah.
I
But you
would
should
have.
always.
I would have made so much money if I actually sold it online.
No.
True.
It's true.
No. Mm-mm.
So yeah, I did. I was very sick and like stomach pains, but I still tried to go out and do stuff. I was a bit better this week, but so yeah, I went out to the theater. A gay man to the theater.
A theater.
Wow, way to be a fucking stereotype loser.
Oh, stop it. Anyway, so I went to see Gran Turismo, and it was alright actually.
Oh, so you didn't go to the
It's
theater.
not
You went to the
type of
movies.
Theater.
The theater.
That's not the type of theater I assumed you were saying.
Yeah, no, I find the theatre boring. Always have. It's like I watched some stupid rendition of The King and I, and I just went, "Where's the exit?"
Well, it's because you went to see The King and
well,
I.
you
That's
gotta-
why it was
yeah.
boring.
You gotta find the good plays and so forth.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
And
come
watch
across
something good.
Avenue Q. Let's do it.
one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the new voices, but anyway. So I did enjoy Gran Turismo. I ended up buying the game, so that will be my show and tell. Gran Turismo 7.
You just got that?
7.
I got that an hour after I finished the movie. So
Oh wow. See, it's working.
Yeah, and it was half price, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it. But unfortunately, because it was based on a true story, so I was like, all right, let me actually look up how true this is, and it's not quite.
It's a movie.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to
I
make
mean-
it exciting.
David Harper's character is based on someone else. That character is not even there or real. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
The hype man, the redemption arc character. You know,
I for some reason I really remember Orlando Bloom saying Gran Turismo, and I was just like, oh, that was like ear sex. So yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. So yeah, that was good. I'll probably end up getting it on DVD at some point when it's due. But yeah.
physical media.
I
What are
watched
those?
Wow.
what's that new Resident Evil one? Death Island?
Yeah, I still haven't watched it. We'll watch it together.
Me
I
neither.
promise. I know. We'll do it. I've been waiting so that we can watch it.
Jill's in
Okay.
it.
Well, spoiler alert.
Is it on-
Yeah, no, don't talk about it.
I will just simply say that it's one of the better CGI films. It's not as good as Degeneration, but it's still up
Nothing
there.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never forget your first.
Yeah. Anyway, I also bought an Xbox One X console this
What?
week.
Is the matter with you?
I
Oi.
don't know. I've been sick, all right?
That is not an excuse. It's like, oh, I was sick, so I bought Village. No.
I mean, you went to go see the Barbie movie, so, what's wrong with you?
No, I mean, yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
Barbie movie was good.
Anyway, bye. So, yeah, I think you'll like Death Island. There was
Deaf
something else.
Island.
Oh yeah, that's it. So I
Def-
played.
Def Jam Island.
What?
Okay.
I got the Xbox One X because Kyle really wanted to play Halo like a month and a half ago. So I was like, all right, I got some time. Let's go get an Xbox One. So I got the Halo Chief Master Collection thing, whatever it was. So we completed Reach, we
Monster
completed
Collecting
Halo
Chief.
1, and we started Halo 2, and we played online multiplayer, which was fun. So yeah, I've had a good time. I did feel dark, I did feel I went to the dark side, playing Xbox One and actually buying one. But yeah, Carmen, how was your week?
It was good, I think. I'm trying to remember any part of it, as usual. But I went to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Saw that with Sean. It was. What do you think? Because I don't know how I felt about that. It was.
It I don't like. I've never been a huge Turtles person, but like
Chocolates were
it was
good.
a little bit part of
Where'd you
my
go?
childhood. A little, I kind of grew up with Turtles to a degree, so like I kind of like I had some of the comics and like I'm a little bit familiar with the characters and the lore and stuff like that, and like enough for it to bother me the things that they
Yeah.
changed. Like I just
Oh no.
I could appreciate some of the things that they were doing. Like I like the art style. The art style. This is your week. Why am I talking about that?
I just asked how you felt about it
Well, that's a
because
can
I
of worms.
wanted
I'll
to see
talk about it
if
later. But overall,
yeah.
I did not like it.
I did not care for it so much. It was weird because I absolutely hated the art style. But like it's what I consider like ugly art, which turns me off like immediately. But you
I
could
think you just
tell
need to
eh,
like approach it either with the right mindset or
who says I didn't? I
or
grew up on Teenage Mutant
sometimes
Ninja
it'll grow
Turtles.
like what is it? Is Aeon Flux, whatever the fuck that was.
Aeon Flux, yeah.
Yeah, like that artwork style, like that particular artist, initially hated it because it was really ugly and weird, abstract,
Yeah.
and it ended up growing on me to where like I still don't love it, but like I could appreciate it for what it was. I
That
think
I was
Turtles,
Charlize
a little bit
Theron movie.
afraid of it because it was ugly.
the
But
cartoon, but yes.
but
I don't like
back to
Charlize
Turtles.
Theron's art.
Back to Turtles. It was really interesting because yes, I don't care for that art style, but I could tell like I can appreciate something for being quality without personally like liking it. And like I I could tell that they did all the right things technically, or a lot of the right things technically, because and I mean like in a technical aspect. Because one thing that was really cool about and not about the story, not about the characters or anything, but about like the graphics, is the lighting was really really unique and really vibrant because everything was dark and everything had these bright highlights, and they had all these big giant like um, light shines and flares in your face and everything. People coming around the corner with flashlights and the headlights of big Jeep things and Hummers or something. I don't remember, but like the lights
What
of
was your
vehicles
favorite
and
part of the
stuff.
movie? The lighting. Oh,
Kind of, yeah.
The weather
the
effects
weather
were really good.
effects.
The it was very like topical or very like young. It felt like it was aimed towards a young audience. The sort of vernacular and everything that they use and it's very like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever. It was a very young kind of new slang that, and mentions of TikToks and stuff. Um, but they are of course it has always been like that. It's just that it's a different, like what was like the words have, it's been 20-30 years. So
They're not
the
teenagers anymore.
no, they are. But I mean, like it's been like 35 years or something since I've watched Turtles, or
It's
like
been
35 years
84
since I've watched
years.
Turtles. It's been 84. Yeah.
Geriatric Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Living in a wheelchair. That's Robot Chicken.
TURTLE power. But anyway, but it was okay. So I did see that, and I was watching this week. Does anyone know about the show Bluey?
No.
It is a preschool.
Alec.
It is a preschool cartoon, right? But it's supposed to like heal your inner child or whatever because it's. I hear cars in the background.
Nemesis is here.
It's supposed to heal your inner child and so forth because it's the kind of show that like just shows like everyday like life and like just the parents trying to get along with the kids and everything. But they're cartoon dogs and it's cute and adorable and it just kind of it seems like the kind of show that I could fall asleep to if I were to be the kind of person to watch a show while I sleep.
It looks so good. It looks like I could just fall asleep to it.
I highly recommend it. Best show to fall asleep to.
I mean, you gotta watch it. And they're only
you need
like
to become
less than
a
10
critic,
minutes.
Carmen. Like,
Best
thing about it, the lighting. Best movie I've seen all
and
year.
The fact
to fall
that you could
asleep
just fall asleep to it any day. As soon as she texted me the whole Gen Z and TikTok thing from that movie, my first question was, did Sean hate it? Like instantly. I just knew. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ask him about it.
But anyway, Bluey it's like a cozy show, and the episodes are less than 10 minutes each. So I recommend watching Bluey. I don't care that it's rated like 0.
I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pass as well.
Anyway.
Can I watch Bluey?
No,
there it is.
No. Anyway, if you don't want your inner child healed by watching like a loving family dynamic, then that's okay. But so I watched more Xena. That was good. I just started season 2, so I watched that 24, 25,
season 1.
26 episodes. I watched a bunch of episodes. And what?
Well, you said you're at season 2, so you watched just season 1.
Oh yeah, so I watched season 1, and I played just a little tiny bit more of Die Young, but I still have not beaten it, and I think I might. Jazz was saying, well, you need to play something new now, but I don't know if I'm ready to do that or not because I'm at the point where I just need to beat this final boss. But the final boss battle is freaking nuts, and there's just a lot of Anyway, there's just a lot going on in that final boss battle, and I don't even know where to begin. And I took a couple screenshots, Jazz, I meant to show you. But I managed to like jump off of a cliff and survive, a cliff that you're not supposed to jump off of. I
do that all the time.
I mean, like you can jump off of it, but
in real life,
you're not supposed to be able to survive it, right? So I fall down into this crevice off of this cliff that you're not supposed to be able to survive, and I'm like, I was really like, okay, well, I could wait out the timer and maybe I could win that way just by letting the enemies just stay up there and just wait it out. That didn't work, and there's no way out, so that's not the solution. But I did it twice, and I'm gonna go back to I think Revelations. That's gonna be my next thing because I'm trying to finish these out.
I'm gonna start like implementing like standards. For you to be on this podcast, you have to play certain games, most of them being Resident Evil games. God damn
I've got 1 through 4, plus I'm halfway through Revelations, and I love Revelations. I just need to do it, and Die Young distracted me from finishing Revelations.
My bad.
Yeah.
I showed it to her.
But I'm.
Are you high?
No, I'm high on life. I had half of 1 beer before the podcast.
So she's drunk. Whoa.
Drunk. Yeah.
Jazz has become evil.
She's become to the dark side. Is she frozen too?
I think so. That's really fucking creepy. That is super creepy.
Anyway, so that was my week. Other than that, like in real life, I've been busy, so I haven't really had a lot of time to relax and stuff because there's been a lot of
Oh,
family
yeah.
stuff,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and there's
You're
a
good.
lot of family. Family, familia. Chuck Boris is on whiskey, but
Whiskey
mi
is good.
familia has been muy importante this week, so I haven't really gotten a chance to like go back to that. But Sean,
Hello.
hi, you watched the Turtles and you did what? Oh wait! Before I tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, my show and tell. It kind of sucks because I found
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert. Ah, no, I got I found when cleaning out my mom's garage, I found half a dozen Xbox 360 games that she had. Um, she gave me about a year ago or so. She gave me her 360 that she doesn't use because she's a mom and old. And
What the fuck
Wow.
does that mean? I mean, first off, wow. But second off, like, why would you especially like in the current age, like for you to be like, oh, that person's old and a mom, they don't play video.
okay,
Like, what the fuck? What kind of a
okay,
take
well,
is that?
okay, it's my mom, so yeah, that was kind of eh. I'm sorry, mom, but like she prefers like the casual games like pool and
Has
Candy
she
Crush.
played Resident Evil?
No, no, she does not like anything other than like simple puzzle games like Jules and Candy Crush, and she was big into Farmville back in the day. But like cute small casual games, that's her deal. So so she had these games that somebody else had bought for her, gave to her, and she never played them, and I got those. So I have Battlefield 3.
Shit.
I have Darksiders 2.
Shit.
I have the Red Dead Redemption that Sean was talking about, but only the multiplayer version. Undead Nightmare and multiplayer. Only, oops.
Might be alright for 5 minutes.
That
If it
actually
plays without the disc one.
it does. That is the only part of Red Dead that I played was the Undead Nightmare part because honestly it was the most appealing
zombies.
part. Yeah, like it was the only part that actually looked really cool. And it actually was really, really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that game.
I have the Tomb Raider Underworld,
Jasmine,
which I
Okay.
might have on Steam. I might already have
did you
that on
say it's
Steam.
shit?
No, I said it's alright.
Oh.
I might already have that one on Steam. I got to check my Steam library and find out. And Sonic Generations, and then some Kinect stuff. So those are the
Shit
games.
and shit.
Wow, Alec.
Anyway, so
Shit.
Sean,
Hello.
you watched Turtles. You think it's poo-poo.
Yeah, so I watched
And-
some things. I'll start with Turtles. We'll just go through that real quick. I mean, I kind of said most of what I wanted to say about it anyway. It's got the typical like, swapping shit out that I don't like because a million different reasons. But one like the main thing is just continuity for me. It's like changing these characters I will never appreciate for any reason. Like there's just no need to do that, and they did that a lot in that movie. So yeah, that really irritated me. But I did like how they portrayed the turtles. Like I feel like it was the most like teenager-esque portrayal of the turtles that I've probably ever seen because they were kind of annoying, honestly. Like they were like
They were
stupid
dipshits.
yeah, they were kind of dipshits, but they're like really young teenagers. That's kind of it makes sense. So like again, it goes back to like how authentic do you really want to be? Because like if you're too authentic, maybe it's annoying. But like I appreciate the angle that they took with making them really immature and kind of coming at it like, hey, they're actually kids. That was kind of cool, and I appreciate the art style and whatnot. But there's too many changes, and I'm tired of Seth Rogen. I used to like Seth Rogen, but he voiced Bebop, I think, which is no, that just doesn't work. And like Seth Rogen was Donkey Kong, like stop doing this. Don't like keep people like that out of these properties. Like they don't, it does not work. But yeah, it was about what I expected, honestly. It irritated me, and it's not a very good movie.
Well, Sean, I would say just give it another year or two and then reboot, Teenage Mutant Turtles into another fucking story of the same shit over and over again.
Yeah. Hello, Diz.
Just watch movies.
I watched Strays. That was pretty terrible. It had some funny stuff in it. I don't know if you guys know
Oh,
what that is. It's
the
the
animated
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not animated. It has some CG in it.
CGI.
It had like the only CG in there is the dog's mouth. Everything else is live action. But yeah, it would it was okay. I saw a mystery movie that turned out to be a movie called Retribution with Liam Neeson. That wasn't very good either. I watched Blue Beetle. That was fucking awful. Wow.
So you did watch Bluey?
I thought you weren't going to complain about. Well,
hey, I mean, I'm not going to lie either. And I watched a little bit more. I watched The Nun for the second time. I forgot I forgot that I watched it. So like the new one's coming out, so I wanted to see the first one because I didn't think I saw it, but I did see it, and I don't remember because it was just so forgettable.
Did it have a? I remember watching The Nun that came out like I don't know during the pandemic or something like, and then did it have the scene where the nun comes out like a fucking submarine, like submerging, like, and it had the fucking sounds like a fucking submarine coming out? Like, what the fuck is this shit?
But yeah. I played some games. I played a little bit more Street Fighter 6. I've been trying to do the dailies. Well, like I've been trying to do the dailies that give you drive tickets, which don't happen very often. And like drive tickets are like their currency because everything has to have its currency. But there's like you can use the drive tickets on certain things like outfits and stuff like that. And I got the deluxe version. It came with a certain amount of drive tickets, not enough to buy anything, of course. So I had to earn the rest to get an outfit. And I finally did that yesterday, which was good. And while I was doing that, I popped into the tournament tab to see, hey, are we ever going to do tournaments? And they were actually, for the first time, there were tournaments there.
did you turn it?
It's set for tomorrow, I think. So hopefully I can show up at the right time because, there is a time there, but it didn't say what time zone. So we'll see what happens. But at least there's a chance for me to get on there and get the platinum, hopefully. So if I can jump in and get that tomorrow. But I think I have to win like 5 matches, which could be a big ask for a Street Fighter tournament, but we'll see. I'll give it a shot. I might have a platinum tomorrow, I hope, and then I can, archive that game, not go back to it for a long, long time. Not that, I mean, it's a great game, but I spent too much time on it, and it's time to move on. What?
Earning stuffs.
Yeah. But I played Viva Pinata with Carmen for a few minutes.
Oh yeah,
I
forgot about that.
That was weird. It's kind of like a Mario Party, Mario Kart kind of knockoff game. It's all right. I played and beat Final Fantasy 16. I finished it. It was really good. The ending
was it mostly CG?
Yeah, that game has a lot of cutscenes, but it was good. I liked it. Ending was a little disappointing, but it wasn't a bad ending or anything. It was just kind of, I don't know, it felt kind of, I don't know, rushed. Like just kind of came out of nowhere. It's like we're done, because just like it was such a slow burn for the whole story, and then it's just like it's over, stop. But it was good. I liked it. It was kind of a weird experience overall because it's just a weird game because it feels like and should be a AAA game because it's Square Enix, and the cutscenes look really nice for the most part. Still not like mind blowing, like they're not pushing the envelope in terms of graphics, but like CG cutscenes looked acceptable, like pretty good for a AAA game. But the character models in the actual game are not great. Like they're okay, but kind of disappointing. The environments look good, and they just do
How's
a lot
the
of.
weather?
They do. The wind effects were good. The rain looked good, but there's just a lot of weird things that you expect for like a indie game or like a lower budget game where like lots of invisible walls, like no interaction with the environment. It's like you don't 95% of the buildings you can't go into. And I hate that. Like it's an open, well, not open, but it's an RPG. Part of it is explorations. You go into the towns, you go into the houses, you find things. Like that's just completely absent. You can't interact with almost anything, and it's just kind of weird. And like the
Hmm.
few times that you actually find things in the environment, it's like 3 gil or gold or whatever. Like I was level 45 towards the end of the game, and I go through this long winding path because I'm obsessive with that shit. I want to explore, and I go down this long ass winding path, and at the end of it, there's a thing, and I'm like, oh, I found something great, and I pick it up, 3 gil. Like literally anything I want to buy at that point in the game is like 20,000 or 40,000 gil. What the fuck am I going to do with 3 gil? And like that wasn't a one-off situation. Like everything is like that. It's like, oh, you open up a chest and got like 2 things you can sell for like 20 gil. Like who gives a shit? Like it's super unsatisfying exploring that game. But it was good. I liked the game overall. And I started Hellblade. Alec, I started your game.
Good.
Yeah, I've done it. And so I'm I think 2 hours into it, and I like it. It's pretty good. It's weird that they don't have like any tutorials whatsoever. Like I don't like when they shoehorn a bunch of tutorials and tell you every little aspect of the game. Like I think there's a balance there to be had, but I don't know. It was just kind of I feel like they needed to give me a little bit more information than they did. You guys have both played it, right, Alec and Jazz?
Played what? Sorry.
Hellblade.
Yes.
Yeah, like literally they don't tell you anything.
No.
I'm like I was running through this burning village and like I catch on fire and I'm like, did I die?
Burning Village.
That's supposed to happen? Like I don't know, because like they did kind of tell you about that. It's like, oh, every time you die you get this black shit on your arm or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. But like things just happen in a cinematic way where it's like you don't know if you actually died or not. Like, did that count? Like, I don't know. And the boss fights were kind of weird so far. I've gone through 2 boss fights, and it's just like it kept saying focus, focus. I'm like, well, I mean, is this just game dialogue?
Is this
Like,
Horizon or
the people weren't dying when I'm attacking him, and it just kept saying focus over and over again. I'm like, okay, well, apparently I have to literally focus on them, which I didn't even know was like a gameplay mechanic because they didn't tell me about it. So I'm just like fucking attacking this enemy forever and they're not dying. I don't know, it's weird. It's they need some tutorials in there. Just the bare bones basic shit of like how does the game fucking work would be good. But it's cool
pretty,
so
though.
far. It's very pretty. Like it competes with like modern, like current day, like new releases. And that game's what, like 6 or 7 years old? It's pretty old,
7.
right? 7.
I don't know, but it had a couple of jumps. Like I remember being startled a few times or something. Maybe it was maybe because things were like fucked up. I'd have to play it again.
Yeah, it's a good game. It can be a little frustrating sometimes when it doesn't tell you like how the game works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Looking forward to finishing that. It looks like it's an easy platinum, which is always good. Chuck Boris says, what do you guys think about Twisted Metal episodes? I talked about that just recently, and it's terrible Twisted Metal show, but it's a decent show if you separate it from the source material, which is terrible. That should never be a thing. Yeah, that's I think that's it. Still working on the website issues. Looks like somebody took over that domain, which is great. So if you go to the-ward.com and you see some like Japanese stuff or something, ignore that. I'm working on it. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but
yeah,
I'll get that
Somebody
sorted out.
stole your shtick.
That was a nice little surprise. I felt like you should know about.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah.
But I've still been fucking around with my PC issues, and I might have found some of the content I was missing. I don't know that, like, what all I'm missing, but I found a cluster of things that I thought were gone. So there's still some hope.
See, I told you so.
Show and tell. I got a recent game. It is
Yeah.
Coffee Crisis.
Oh my god.
I
My
had
lord.
to.
Coffee crisis.
I had to have it because it's
I'm
coffee.
confused.
It's just like a 2D side scrolling beat 'em up. It's hard to see with the glare. But yeah,
Claire Redfield.
I don't know. It's a collector's edition. It's got an instruction manual as one of the features. Original
My
soundtrack,
God.
joystick grips, and an alien pin.
Joystick.
But it's
Joystick
it's
grips.
Coffee Crisis. How could I not get that? I needed it immediately.
Joystick grips is that little thummies?
Mhm.
Remember when I got you some thummies and you never used them? Remember that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
You should put on your
shade.
I mean, I
thummies.
still have them. I don't. It's just not something I use. Like it's.
Use your thummies.
And I was just kind of going through like some of my older stuff, and I figured I'd grab like some retro stuff, and I did Batman, bleh. And yeah, I was looking at this, and it's just so funny, like how they used to make things like this. That's all cardboard, and it's so ghetto. It's like, oh, and there's the game in this shitty little container, and like in the back, like tucked away in the back, that's the manual. It's like an afterthought. They're just like shove it in there somehow. I don't even know how to get to it.
Well, now we get like a plastic case with a disc just freely running around in it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, this is still way better than, obviously what we're getting nowadays, but it's just funny because like that's the manual. It looks like somebody printed it out, but this is the official manual. It's all in black and white, and it's like super
Is
ghetto.
it not? Is it glossy on the front or is it not?
No,
glossy?
it's matte. It's very very. It literally looks like somebody printed that out. But yeah, it's still like this is part of why I like collecting. Like it's just like things like that, like the evolution of just something as simple as like packaging. Like it's cool to see different approaches to like how they make boxes and how it changes over time. Because even just like the Genesis alone has like 3 or 4 different iterations of how they package things, and it's just kind of cool. It's like a nice little piece of history that you have. Plus, I can play the goddamn game whenever the fuck I want to. There's that little tidbit. But yeah.
So
yeah,
never.
Wow, how dare you? All right. I've been playing a good chunk of games. You should be fucking proud of me.
I should, but I'm not.
Yeah, it's
Oh wow.
yeah, wow.
Hey.
Yeah, what?
I forgot to mention. It's not really like important, but like I also watched that movie Megan, and I just wanted to mention that because I enjoyed Megan more than Cocaine Bear. If that says anything about Cocaine Bear.
But what does it say
Did you
about
not?
Megan?
Well, what did you think about Megan? I guess that's the important thing.
It still kind of like bugged me. It wasn't what I expected, but it still looks like a movie that some fucking like 16-year-olds made on their phones for TikTok.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a really
yeah.
good description, actually. Yeah,
That is
That's
so
what the trailer
weird.
gave me those vibes. The movie gave me those vibes, but with a little bit more like more. I don't know. I was telling Beth, I'm like, have you ever seen this movie? She's like, no. Is it scary? I'm like, so far no. And then she goes into the bathroom and I like instantly had like a jump scare, and I was like, okay, I changed my mind.
It
was
actually
like the
scared
spider
you?
crawl. The spider crawl
It's
thing
just
was pretty
one.
cool. It wasn't
It was a
scary,
little
but
creepy.
like
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, and like the suddenness.
Mm.
But I just mean like you know me, so like I enjoyed that more than Cocaine Bear. So
Yeah,
that's
that's fair.
I
Honestly,
shattered.
my expectations for both were so low that they both exceeded what I was expecting.
yeah,
So
they weren't.
like
Yeah,
neither of those are good movies by any means, but I like since I had the low expectations and it exceeded what I was expecting to see, like I got some kind of enjoyment out of both of those. I think it was the reverse for you. You were expecting more than what you got, so it kind of ruined the experience.
yeah.
So yeah. Michael, hello, Michael. How are you? And Lee said is there a tea crisis? There should be a tea crisis. That would be amazing. But It's time for some news. So
Yeah.
strap
Get ready,
yourself
Alec.
in, everybody.
Okay.
No, Alec, look. So dumb.
The fuck?
Time for some news. I mean, are you sure I didn't make that?
You could have.
It's so accurate. Like it's crazy. I love it.
Alec looks so confused right
It's
now.
beautiful.
You missed that last week, Alec.
Am I
Oh,
still
yeah.
drunk?
You should be.
Yeah.
Hope
You
not. 'Cause
know,
you work.
like when we retire that video as the news intro, like I'm still going to repurpose it as like the state of gaming or something. Like it will forever have a purpose in my heart. It's perfect.
Yep.
Oh, we're still doing this. Great. Come on, pictures. Why? There we go.
There we go.
So real quick, kind of PSA for physical collectors in North America. Like a Dragon, Gaiden, and Baldur's Gate 3 are digital only, as I've complained about previously. If you want a physical copy of Like a Dragon, Gaiden, you can get an English Asian copy on November 9th for $40, which is really reasonable. There's going to be, I think, Play Asia is going to be carrying them, and it's a Nin game or something like that. Probably anywhere you can get imports. But yeah, $40, not bad. There is a way to get physical for that one. And for Baldur's Gate as well, there's going to be a physical Japanese version at some point this year. They haven't put a price point out, they haven't put a release date on it. But the PS5 version is going to get a physical Japanese release at some point if you want to get that physical.
No.
Being such a big release as well, you might want to keep an eye on that if you want to get physical. If you want to get physical,
Oh boy.
because there is a chance that there will be a run on that game because of the popularity and the fact that it's only coming out in Japan. So, yeah, just a public service announcement for collectors who want to get those high-profile games that are digital only in North America.
The more you
Collectors.
know.
What?
Just like you
What?
said, there's a public service announcement, and I said, the more you know.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I was very happy to see that because like we're on the doorstep of digital only. Like it's definitely happening with these games, like a Yakuza game. Fucking Baldur's Gate 3 is a massive release. You have Alan Wake 2. Like all these high profile games are not getting physical releases, so I feel like that's gonna start picking up pace pretty quick here. We're gonna start seeing that more and more pretty frequently, which is not cool, but it is what it is. It's inevitable.
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 Inevitability.
Speaking of Alan Wake, that is not
He's not woke up
the
yet.
picture. There we go. He's awake now. Remedy got cold
Ready.
for Alan Wake 2. As we approach the release date of Alan Wake 2, developer Remedy decided to delay the game from what appears to be stiff competition. Originally set to release on
Competition.
October 17th, Alan Wake 2 will now release on October 27th because, quote, October is an amazing month for game launches, and we hope this date shift gives more space for everyone to enjoy their favorite games, end quote. That's how they framed it. I mean, make no mistake, this was purely selfish.
Mhm.
This was not like some public service for everyone to enjoy their games before they put out Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, no, it's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
the most bullshit
this
that
is
I've
a
ever
week or
heard.
so space from high profile releases of Assassin's Creed Mirage that's coming out on the 5th, Super Mario Wonder, and Spider-Man 2 on the 20th. So that's why they don't want to have to compete with all that. I don't know how much of a difference, a week, a little bit over a week is really going to make. If people are going to buy it, they're probably going to buy it. If they're not, they're not. But I think they're kind of freaking out because when they released the original Alan Wake, it was competing with Red Dead Redemption. And I mean, that couldn't have helped. But I'm sure they feel like that impacted sales to some degree.
But the other titles you mentioned, they're going to debut early. Then I mean, like the 1 week earlier.
Well, yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed is almost 3 weeks earlier, and then the other two are like I think a week. Yeah, about a week earlier, something like that. Yeah, so it's not a massive difference, but I guess like mind share, people like if they come out simultaneously, I guess there is that chance that, they'll buy the game that came out, a day earlier and kind of spend all their time and energy in that and kind of forget about Alan Wake 2 or something like that. This will at least give them like a whole nother week to like, oh, maybe they beat that game and they're looking to play another game. So now they can, reprioritize like what they're going to be playing after they completed those other games, I think is the thought there. Which I mean, I get it, but be honest. Don't be like, oh, for you guys, because we care about you so much, we're going to delay the release of our game so that you can
It's bullshit.
enjoy all the other games and then you can play our game later because we're so nice. But don't fucking do that. Like,
Why not bring it a week forward?
Yeah.
right. That would have been beneficial, and that would have been something that people would appreciate. It's like, oh, that's cool. That would drive excitement up. But
I mean, logically, if you bring the game forward, people spend the money on the game that's come out,
Right. And then they'd have less to compete with for the yeah.
Plus, it would be a long weekend in Canada, so people would have more time here to play it. So, like,
What?
more purchases because we're off
Oh.
work, so play, yeah.
Fuck your Canadian holidays.
Uh-oh.
Wow, rude.
I'm
But
racist.
yeah, I don't. These companies are just so shitty. They're so worried about their public image and the bottom line that they're just scummy. Like there's no other way to put it. They're just gross. They need to be more transparent. Yeah, especially like with the way that the world is nowadays. Like people see through the bullshit. Like even if we didn't talk about it, it doesn't take much effort to like hop on Google and be like, oh, they pushed it back, and type in the information. Oh, look, these games are coming out in that same time frame that this was supposed to come out. Clearly something is happening here. People aren't dumb enough to fall for that. So like trying to pull that off is just going to make you guys look shitty.
So my anti-bullshit glasses.
Good. I need a pair of those. Are they prescription?
Yes.
Oh, well.
They have the T virus in them. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Why are you doing
Laughs
this?
in Nintendo not giving Game Freak enough time to polish the... How do you laugh in Nintendo?
I want to hear that. It sounds amazing.
It sounds
It's like a Mario laugh.
It's like 8-bit.
It's 8-bit. That sounds
8-bit.
amazing. I was kind of, after I made this thumbnail, like I kind of regretted it because it doesn't really make sense. It should be a grave. It should be
Oh,
dying, not prison, just to frame this correctly. But the Xbox 360 store is shutting down next year.
But it is already kind of shut down.
How?
It is.
How do you?
I've been
how do
on
you
it
figure?
and I looked and there's nothing there.
What? There's not thousands of games to download and shit tons of DLC on there?
On the 360, no.
Okay, you're wrong.
Well, let's compare boxes.
Boxes.
Yeah, let's compare
boxes.
boxes.
What is it? I don't have a box.
Xboxes.
On July 29th,
Xbox.
2024, the Xbox 360 marketplace will be shuttered. You will no longer be able to buy digital games, DLC, or movies after that date. This is said to not impact playability for 360 games or DLC already purchased, and online functionality will be available to games that support it. But let's be real. Any game supporting online functionality on a platform that's severed from online support is not going to last very long.
Sever.
Severed.
It sounded like sever.
God.
And then, you know, just still having access to like your games and DLC and all that. Like, it's not a concrete thing. That's, you know, for now, you will have access to that stuff, but not forever. If you're an Xbox 360 player, make sure to buy all the DLC that you really want, because after July 29th, every game on the system with DLC will officially be incomplete after that date. That
Wait,
means if
July?
you didn't buy the DLC for that game, for the game, or for games like Asura's Wrath or Prince of Persia or anything like that, like those games don't have endings. So like if you don't go onto the store before that date and download the DLC, those games will forever not have endings anymore, like
Forever.
official canon endings.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah.
But I know you've already mentioned many
Mhm.
times before.
Yeah. But yeah, so certain features, characters, story elements, they're just going to cease to exist in those games. 2,154 plus games are going to be broken after that date and will be missing content and will be uncompletable to some degree. So yeah,
Sounds like
the death of a
gaming.
platform. Yeah,
Yep.
not cool.
I wonder if people are going to be going ARG maybe a little bit more.
And I really hate the way that this is playing out, because it's happening in the perfect way, because like, well, I mean, I guess Sony kind of did this, but like PS3 was going to go down first, and if that had happened, it would have been better for the gaming space, because people were so pissed off
Hmm?
that that they, you know, they spoke up about it, and they're like, oh, you can't do this, we want access to our games, and Sony listened, because it's going to impact so many people. The Xbox 360 marketplace is a smaller demographic, so it's not going to affect so many people, so they can kind of get away with it. So we're kind of enabling it. It's like we talk about that kind of growth, that path towards the inevitability of, you know, these shutting down. Like, when 360 goes down, it's going to make it easier to swallow when PS3 goes down. Where like if they just said no, PS3 is going down and you're going to have to deal with it, and everybody was like
Everybody be
feeling what that
bananas.
actually looks like real world, and then 360 went down, like to reinforce what that's going to look like, people would have understood better. But since PS3 is still up and running, 360 is going to kind of quietly go away, and then when PS3 goes away, it's going to be like, oh well, you know, 360 already went away, this is just evolution and blah blah blah. You know, it softens the blow, and it just kind of sucks that it's happening that way, because we need that shock of like, oh shit, this is what's actually happening. But it's not going to play out that way, unfortunately. But yeah, so oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like literally now every Xbox 360 physical game will go up in value.
Probably, yeah. Which I mean is good for collectors, I guess, but it's not good for the gaming environment in general. It's not good for gamers to make things more expensive and harder to access. And Carmen mentioned, you know, like, oh, people are going to turn to emulation. But a couple of things in terms of that. First off, like, I don't think any modern games, like anything like 360 or above,
Are
has
able to
emulation
do
yet.
that.
So, and I think that like that goes into the second thing, which is once this becomes more streamlined, like digital content distribution, companies are going to start cracking down on emulation. I promise you. Like it's free reign right now, because like it's just the opportunity is there. You know, companies can't control things the way that they are right now, because there's not a spotlight on it. so you can kind of get away with it on the side. It's like you have main space gaming, and then on the fringes you have like this audience that's doing emulation. But like once all the physical goes away and companies are lasering in on digital interface or digital
Pew, pew.
distribution and digital control, like they're going to pay more attention to that because everything is digital. And that's what is emulation. It's digital. So if digital is pulling people away from buying digital games, they're going to get real concerned real quick. So that market is going to shrivel up and die at that point. So yeah, enjoy it while you can because it's gonna be gone. But yeah, so 360 will be gone. We had the Wii U, DS, PSP. All of those are dead platforms. But like I was saying, 360 is the first one that was like that really heavily had DLC kind of integrated into the platform, where it will affect the vast majority of the games on that platform. PSP, Wii, all that was kind of self-contained. Most of the digital aspect of those platforms were the game. You're just downloading the game. So when those went away, it wasn't really like it sucked, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But with 360, this is going to affect all your physical games if you haven't downloaded the DLC and all of the digital download games as well. So it's impacting more people on a bigger level. Especially like I used that story DLC as kind of the thing to focus on, because like that's going to literally, like, people that are going to go and buy Prince of Persia for the first time in 2024, and they don't know like the goings on around it. They just bought a game that has no ending.
Or
And
here's a question.
there's no way to get that ending. So
I wonder if they will. It's a bit backwards, but I wonder if they would possibly re-release all the things that would have been DLC.
that's it. That's why
So the things
companies
they've
are,
been doing.
but to a much larger scale, because like now they're going to be looking at that as another revenue stream of like, okay, well, now let's re-release all these games with the
Like-
DLC and charge $60-$70 for it.
Like in case you missed it, like last chance to get this, or in case you missed it, let's bring this back out.
Well, not even that. It's like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess to a degree, but it's literally like, okay, well, like all of these games are broken versions. Well, guess what? Now we can sell all those to you again at full price. And why wouldn't they do that? And the consumers don't have any options, right? They have the broken incomplete version, or they buy it again.
So it's like Prince of Persia: The Lost Levels, or
Yeah,
the
or
Lost
gold edition, or whatever. They'll probably call
Ultimate
it a
Ending.
remake or remaster or whatever the fuck. But it's like
Ultimate
all
Ending.
they're doing is repackaging shit that you should be able to just buy anyways. Stupid. But
Red
yeah,
Dead Redemption.
I think that this will flare up a bit when PS3 finally does drop its marketplace. I hope, but I just feel like 360 going down first is going to make that a little bit more palatable, which sucks.
Poop. And for the record, I don't know what you're seeing on your marketplace, or if I'm just not familiar with them. Oops. Here we go.
Could you turn that
Sorry.
down? It's really loud.
I'm so sorry. I see. This is my 360, and I touched it when I was talking about that, and then because it's touch. I don't like the touch sensor, the turny on thing, because you accidentally brush against it and it does things. I hate that.
Oh my!
Why are you touching it while you're
What is
talking?
happening?
Because it's right here, and I just touched it.
Well,
It doesn't matter. I'm sorry for the noise.
when I was playing Viva Pinata as well as State of Decay, I looked at the marketplace and everything is still up there. Like I said, it's
Yes.
over 2,000 games are downloadable. The vast majority of those games have DLC, and it's all accessible right now. But after this happens, none of that will be available anymore. And those little tabs and screens that you're looking at that have like games and stuff, like those are all going to be broken links. It's all going to just be empty pictures and the whole interface of that console is going to be broken.
Hmm. My marketplace looks like a ghost town. I don't know why.
Well, it's going to look worse. I promise you. Uh, Overwatch 2 is apparently the worst game ever. Overwatch 2 is getting review bombed and is now the lowest rated game on Steam. The game just launched on Steam on August 10th and has an overwhelmingly negative review label based on 148,616 reviews, with less than 10% of those being positive. This is a
Holy shit.
this is a result of countless failures on Blizzard's part, ranging from the closure of Overwatch 1, forcing the player base to transition to the free-to-play sequel. And you know how that works. Like, it's what was it? Arc is kind of doing the same thing where it's like, we're shutting down the old one, you have to get the new one. And that doesn't just mean like, hey, you're getting the same experience on the new one. Like, they're changing it and balancing it different and everything. So like, there could be two completely different cultures there of like how Overwatch 1 played versus how Overwatch 2 plays. So to kill that original one and force people onto 2 is really alienating your audience. So they did that. They have overpriced microtransactions, of course, because why wouldn't they? They cut a full featured story mode, which people were saying was the only justification to making a sequel to Overwatch, and basically what Blizzard was counting on. Like, that's what they were telling everyone: hey, get excited about Overwatch 2 because there's a story mode. They got everybody excited about that, and they scrapped it. So that pissed everybody off. And then there's tons and tons of like just broken features and glitches and balancing issues. Like, it's just been a nightmare since the moment they released that game. So this is what happens. People get pissed off and they shit on your game.
Yeah.
Obviously, PC people are more sensitive about this because they typically are, and that's reflecting the scores here pretty dramatically. And I don't blame them. Like, normally when you hear, oh, so and so got review bombed, you're like, oh, well, that's angry people lashing out or whatever. And sometimes that's true. But with this, it's definitely not. The people that are bombing this are doing it justifiably so. And that's pretty sad. Thank God I don't play Overwatch because it's like all the things I despise about video games. But yeah, that's most of the news. We'll do a real quick lightning round, couple of things that I'll just kind of run through real quick. PlayStation 6 is expected to launch sometime in 2027 or 2028, according to leaked Sony documents. But this is surmised by releasing projection estimates and is in no official capacity. Like, they haven't announced anything. These are just leaked documents that kind of imply a schedule of when they might release this. So take it with a grain of salt. It might be a little bit longer before we see PlayStation 6, but I don't
It's
want
probably
it.
their,
don't
dev
want it.
kit or something. So,
Yeah, it
developers-
could be. They typically will not finalize, but they'll develop and produce the hardware to have dev kits out to like developers and whatnot, and that typically will happen a good year or two before they do the actual release the console.
Yeah.
So that could be what this is. There's no way to really know. I mean, either way, I'm barely playing my PS5 purposely so I have no interest in a PS6. No, thank you. I'll just go PC. Walking Dead is getting a new game where you can rewrite the story of the AMC show up to season 4.
Yeah.
So you can make it better.
Like,
damn.
explain.
It's like a what if. It's like, okay, well, I mean, spoilers, I guess, for
What if this person
a
survived?
decade-year-old show. But
I haven't
like,
watched it.
Shane, one of the main characters in the early days of the series, he's a big asshole and he turns on Rick and tries to kill him, and Rick kills Shane. And in this game, you can reverse that, where Rick gets killed by Shane, and like he goes off and he leads the survivors and things like that. Which I like the idea, like that's pretty cool, but the game looks terrible. The voice acting is really bad, and I don't understand why, because this is clearly backed by AMC.
Coral.
So why is there not a budget for this? Like, The Walking Dead is one of AMC's biggest properties. Why are they not throwing money at this thing? Because it's a cool idea, but it's just not being executed in a appealing way, at least in my opinion. Ape Escape and medieval or medieval? I always called it medieval.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I
was
was medieval.
medieval, but I don't know.
I don't know.
thought the
It,
I
it
was
looks like
silent.
it's spelled medieval, but I don't know. That sounds weird.
I was silent.
But anyways, Ape
Medieval.
Escape and Medieval are coming to PS5, but only digitally and only if you have premium PlayStation Plus. So they're
Which I
rentals,
do.
right? Because everything that you get through premium is like a streaming service, right?
Call it Streamium.
No, you install it, and as long as
You-
you've got your membership, and as long as it's on there.
But don't they rotate games?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are there like pretty much all the time, and some of them,
Yeah.
like the bigger titles, I think, rotate or.
It's how I
I'm not
played
sure.
Stray for free for so long. So
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Get
okay.
game.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, it's like when you're talking about a service, like what it is now isn't necessarily what it's going to be next year. So like even if that is the case, even if like everything on PlayStation Plus Premium that you own today doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the case next year. They could decide to go full Netflix and rotate everything. Like who knows? Like that's one of the many reasons I don't like shit like that. But it would just be nice to be able to download and own these games to some capacity rather than leaning on PlayStation Plus Premium to get it. Because these are two games that I would like to have, but I'm not gonna.
Wait, you never played You haven't got Medieval?
No, I've never played Medieval. I played Ape Escape and I love it. And it'd be.
Not
I
even
think
the
it's.
original?
Mm-mm. Well, no, I do have the remake, but I haven't played it. But I've never played the original.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know. I've always wanted to. It's just one of those things. I never got around to doing it. And my understanding is these come with trophies, I think, right? And they,
Some PlayStation 1 do, because
oh,
like Twisted Metal came onto the PlayStation recently, and I discovered that had trophies on it, and which was awesome because then when I was playing it and I was fucking up, it's like because it has that feature where you can go back when you're playing PS1 games, and like you can change your button that you just pressed, and so you can have a perfect run and get the trophies that way.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer they would just put these on the marketplace at the bare minimum, so you can just download it. And that's another thing. Okay, so say you have premium, you download both these games, and then next month you don't pay for it anymore. Can you still play them? I don't think you can, right?
I'll be able to tell you next month because my premium runs out next month.
Yeah, see, let me know because I'm pretty sure they function like the free games, like when you download the 2 free games with PlayStation Plus. I think it works the same way where you have to have an active subscription to even access that library. So again, like, and these cost, or well, you can't download, you don't pay for these, right? They're all free, everything on premium. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sucks because you play these for a while until they're gone. I don't like that. I would like, HD versions of those games. Sony, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's the news. We've done it. Refer back to the news intro. It will reinforce everything that we just talked about there. Yeah. So it's time for a gam.
Okay. It's game time.
Okay.
All right. Let's do what happens next.
Give me 1 second.
I like that you
Hold
said
that
that. It got quiet, and all I'm hearing is crickets outside my window.
Wow, perfect.
So good.
Just gotta find the video. Give me a second.
Wait.
Okay.
never mind.
I want to make sure that I'm picking the right one too. That'd be good.
Picking the right one.
Okay. Are we ready?
Hang on.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
there's an image that I need to put up too, right?
Yeah. So that's after the first video because you got
After.
video A, and then the picture, and then the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Image.
I
That
didn't
looks like
read the
it looks kind
options.
of like Yakuza a little bit. It's weird.
The options went by too quickly.
So I can
tell
read.
him-
I can read it,
Okay.
and Sean will put the picture up.
Yeah, Sean.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so we just watched a short clip from the game Disaster Report 4. Now all you have to do is tell me what you think happens next. Is it A? The player offers the bloody man a blowy. B. The player tells the bloody man that his head is bleeding. C. The player lies to him and says he's fine. D. The player stays quiet and leaves. E. Another earthquake occurs and crushes both characters. F. The bloody man gets up and stabs the player. Or G. A wild Pikachu appears from the wild.
I hope it's that one.
A wild Pikachu.
Yeah.
Can Pikachu even use Earthquake?
Don't know, Lee.
I'm gonna say A because this is you. So
I mean, last time we played this, it's like you thought it was something stupid.
that's true.
I have a good feeling D.
Oh, I forget I'm supposed to write shit down. Fuck.
Are we?
You have to remind me next time.
I don't know. Lee sent me this. I assume
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
why. So this is what I'm doing.
My notebook is buried.
You
Oh,
didn't
shit.
have to write it down this one. You just tell me what it is.
Okay. I'm guessing D, that you just turn around and walk away. Ben.
So why did you put B?
Isn't that the B? Oh no, sorry.
Okay. So, does anyone think it's A?
No.
Yes.
Now.
Sean does.
Shattered thinks it's B.
I think it's D.
You think it's D.
These nuts.
Okay. Sean, play the clip.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
Sean.
damn it. Hey, wow. Listen. This is my first podcast. Be gentle with me. Never done this ever before.
God damn it, Alec.
I knew it.
No!
Demonetized.
Why?
Thing is, the
I know
answer-
you.
The answer for A was that he offers him one.
Not simulates one. What?
So yeah, Sean gets a point.
Oh, fuck.
Sean,
I've done it.
don't doubt the system.
All right, let's do.
None of us are surprised.
I mean, if you weren't surprised, why didn't you go for A? All right, let's do ward mentality, and hopefully my voice can retain.
Okay.
question.
I need my board back.
All right, so we played this 2 weeks ago. The aim of the game is to come up with an answer that you think is the best answer, and no one else will have your answer. So, without trying to say those words that were banned 2 weeks ago,
Get the
you
fuck over
have to be solo answer. If more than one person comes up with the same answer, you don't get any points. Okay?
Wait, that's like the opposite of. Is it just me, or is that the opposite of how we played it, or do I just not know how to play?
Yeah, you want to have the popular opinion, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's what we
You
did
get-
last
What?
time.
That's what we did last time.
no.
Well, there, for better or worse, there's proof on the internet, so we'll find out. But all right, so this time we want to be the odd one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the first question is, what is your favorite? Sean, can you move your mouse?
Oh, hello, Alec. How are you?
Right, thank you. Which is your favorite Princess Zelda from Legend of Zelda franchise?
Wait, what?
Which is your favorite Princess Zelda from the Legend of Zelda franchise?
So which version of her? Like from which game?
From which
These are Lee's questions. So, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
literally
so-
writing there's only one princess.
Yeah,
Zelda,
I'm like, I'm
and her
pretty
name
sure
is
there's
Zelda.
only one. Though I guess technically from game to game it is a different Zelda, because like as far as I understand, they're not sequels to each other. They're completely different things. I don't know. Zelda's complicated.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 different timelines.
Yeah.
I got my answer.
Uh,
I think I have an answer, but it's a non-answer answer.
She just wrote Zelda.
No. Do I have to write it down?
I thought that's
No.
what we were.
Say it.
No, we're not doing that anymore because fuck you.
Then why did Lee send me this whiteboard? Don't understand.
Wow.
Where's my whiteboard?
It's up
I
your
know,
ass.
right?
It's in a box that you opened 3 years ago.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
right.
you guys.
Oh,
You
I
guys-
do have a whiteboard.
I want a chalkboard.
Oh,
I want to make a
hate
mess
those.
with mine. Be
Jesus.
covered in chalk at the end of the episode.
You guys were right. You actually get points if you all get the same answer.
See,
I did.
He's
I
a
was-
sleepy boy. Don't
I
shit
was
on him too
drinking
much.
last night.
sorry.
Alec was drinking last night. Alex hungover.
Yeah.
Whiteboard. Now
All right.
that I find it.
Go. Favorite Zelda princess. Go.
Chic.
Yeah, same.
Fuck.
Twilight Princess.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Or
You just said a different one.
did I?
Yeah, Chic.
Wasn't she in Twilight Princess?
No, it's Ocarina of Time. But like as Chic.
Let me Google. Was she not in that one as Sheik?
I don't know. I literally just played like 2 Zelda games.
I am looking for my whiteboard.
I'm gonna go with Zelda from the PC CD-ROM games.
God damn it, Alec! You fucking would.
I was gonna say from a link in time.
Lincoln Park.
My skin.
All right. Question 2.
I can't
With-
find my whiteboard.
Use the black. Question 2. With the exception of snakes, name something that naked snake can eat.
Oh my god, I haven't played that in so long.
With the exception of snakes.
Oh,
I got mine.
hell, I don't know. I need to play more games.
You do.
Yep.
I
You will get
can.
no arguments here.
I'm gonna say I can.
A can. So
A
they can eat a
can?
Can
can.
of something. Like there's probably cans and stuff with cans.
I mean,
of
he's a
fresh-
macho dude, but I don't think he can eat a fucking can.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I haven't played. I just know that like he eats snakes, and that's all.
Colonel, have you tried this can? What ass?
I think I borrowed the controller and played half of one level like once, like 10 years ago or something. That's I've never actually personally played.
Alec is betrayed.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm gonna say
I'm
candy
sorry,
bar.
Alec.
I'm
That
not.
sounds about right.
Okay, so come on. You went with the can.
Calorie
like
mate.
canned
or-
food.
Yeah,
That's
calorie
what I
mate.
mean by.
Calorie mate. Okay, Jazz.
Candy bar.
Candy bar. And I'm gonna go with the parrot.
You can
His
eat a
parents?
Yeah,
parrot? His parents?
A parrot?
yeah. So you know, in this the sniper,
Parrot trap.
the end, there's a way for you to, put the parrot of his asleep, and then you can eat the parrot.
I did not know that.
Wow.
I like the answer, his parents. I'm changing mine to that.
That's what I thought he said at
Shit.
first. Because
He can eat shit.
oh gosh, no.
I didn't get fucked while he's doing it.
Weird
Alright.
kink.
Not literally.
Weird kink.
What is? Okay, never mind.
All right, question 3. Name something you look for in a collector's edition of a game.
I know what Sean's answer is.
Do you? Because I don't. Oh,
I
wait, yeah, I
physical
do.
game.
I do
Yes, I do.
physical media. Yes.
Wow, yeah.
I have my answer.
Mhm.
I mean, that is my answer. Locked in.
Is that your answer because that's what Sean would answer? Or is that your answer because that's what you would answer?
what Sean would answer?
See, I'm going with what I would answer, even if it's not what Sean
Yeah, that's what
would
you're
answer.
supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like it's herd mentality. We have to be the herd.
You have to be more like a wolf and less like a sheep.
I'm going to be like a pineapple because Lee told me to. Names.
A herd of pineapples?
No, I just want to be
Alright.
an individual pineapple. I'm not a herd.
Okay.
So, again, Jazz, what would you answer?
I would answer some sort of like necklace or pendant because I like those, or a bracelet, like some sort of wearable swag.
Jewelry.
No, jewelry is stupid. Swag. Wearable swag.
Wow. You
Yeah.
literally said two things that are jewelry.
No, it's wearable swag.
It's not.
Shut up.
My
This is my answer, okay?
answer is shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bitch.
Obviously, for me, it's a physical copy of the goddamn game.
That is also my answer because Sean.
I know I'm not playing this game correctly, and I don't care at this point. It's just more funny if I say things this. So I'm gonna say it's gotta be
May.
the condition of the collector's edition.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what?
What?
If I had
I mean,
to
that's
say it
actually
for
fair.
myself, I would say like an art book or a toy. Like an art book or a physical like
I like that you said if you had to say it for yourself, and that's literally the point of the game.
the
Which we
point
just
is to be a
said.
sheep.
No, the point is to answer, and we see if we can get the same answer.
Okay. Well then I say an art book or like
That is like the
Actually,
one thing you're
like,
guaranteed to get in a collector's edition is an art book.
well then
Do
it's
you mean like
good
a
thing that-
quality
Most
art
of
book?
them.
I'd
I
say like
mean, like an art book.
90% of them come with an art book.
That's
I
most,
don't know.
Sean.
I don't know
What?
about that.
That's most.
All right.
What?
We're moving on.
Okay.
Question 4. What game would you like to see a machinima be based on? I have
Also,
a
I
feeling.
agree with Lee. He said instant noodles. That's a good
Yeah.
one. You know what? If they made a collector's edition of Final Fantasy 15, you might have actually got that.
Well, instant noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the question 2. What Snake eats?
Oh,
Yeah.
was it? I thought it was for the collector's edition. Damn it, Lee.
Lee just buys collector's editions for the noodles.
All right. So, what
I'm
game would you
thinking-
like to see a machinima based on?
What?
Tomb Raider.
I
Yeah,
would
what the
surprised
hell
none
has
of us
that
have
not
done that.
happened yet?
I would say the fantasies. It doesn't mean
Where's the unboxing video?
Oh.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
That's a tough question.
Resident Evil 5.
Wow.
Yeah. Some sort of Final Fantasy, but I don't think it would turn out well.
I mean, I've seen quite a few good machinima parodies of Final Fantasy, like 7 and
7.
I started working on one at some point. I just gave up.
yeah.
The Final Fantasy parodies I've seen are animated Flash type things, you know? That somebody sketched those out on their own.
That's not
Not-
machinima. though.
Not a machinima. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Okay,
So-
so I would recommend Cloud Strife 8 for you to watch a Final Fantasy 7 machinima.
Okay. Link me and I will watch it.
Oh, I will link you. Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Metal Gear Survive.
Oh God.
Guys,
I said
we're
a
all
machinima.
fucking stupid.
Why
Wow.
are we fucking stupid?
You know how we were arguing the point of the game? It's literally written right there on the picture.
Yeah, I forgot to read it.
Like, Sean's like, good thing it's in a video online.
Yeah,
And I
this
just,
one.
I just
I'm
stressed out and
tired.
started
It's-
reading that.
It's
And I was
nearly
like,
2
wow.
o'clock in the morning.
4 people, and not one of us realized it was right
Nothing
there.
good happens after 2 a.m., Alec.
I mean, I'm still
Still
waiting to
sucks.
become a punking, and my dick is not a punking head yet.
What?
Oh yeah, you weren't in the group.
Dick pumpkin? What?
Sean
weird.
was talking about Alex. Yeah.
Anyway.
What is happening?
You said it, though. I didn't.
Yeah, machinima. I would. Final Fantasy X. I would like to see a machinima in Final Fantasy X.
Yes! Oh my god, I will totally do
God
it.
damn it, Alec. Get off the screen.
That's what I started
you're-
doing. And then
I would do it because I love my Yuna and Titus. And
And
Yes.
titties.
I started working on
Titties.
one. His name was Titties. Everybody was
Yeah.
calling him Titties.
Good. Yeah, 10 would be a good one to do. There's a lot of good material for that.
More like a lot of.
Good titties.
Oh no. we have a jazz down. Oh, she's back.
What?
All right. Question 5. Which do you prefer, PS3 or the Wii or the Xbox 360?
Wow, this one's
PS3.
topical. Yeah, PS3.
I
PS3.
would say PS3, even though I don't have one. I just have what I have because it was free.
See what I'm saying? When that shit goes
Shut
down,
up.
people are gonna feel it
Oh gosh.
because everyone's like, "Oh, PS3."
I got
Well,
a
I
family to
can't wait
feed.
for PS4 yet.
I would be more of a if I had consoles, I'd be more of a PlayStation person. But I have my 360, so I had to go with what I already have. So
I gotta
Alright.
say though, I played the Wii way more when I had roommates like Howie, and we had I still have a roommate, but like we had the whole Rock Band set up. We had like these games with the light guns.
And a
Like
Wii
Dark-
remote.
I love a light gun.
I will
Not
come over
conduit.
there and stab you
Conduit.
with the Wii
Oh,
controller.
Sean, please
A
come over
remote.
here.
Sean, did you almost say Wiimote?
No,
Yes.
no.
All right, we're moving on.
Lisa
trying-
at Silent Hill for the room for question 4 for the machine minute.
We have like
Yeah.
Can anybody read that right now? Because for me, it's just blurred.
Yeah, I've got my text up, so I'll read it. Don't worry. Question
Yeah.
6. Name a non-Nintendo character playable in the Super Smash Games series.
Donkey Kong.
You can play as Donkey Kong, can't you?
I don't know. What was the
Wait,
question?
what's the question? Jinx.
Name a non-Nintendo character playable in the Super Smash Games.
I got
So,
mine.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I got
I
mine.
don't play enough games.
yes, we've established that.
I literally can't remember the last time I played
Welcome
Super
to the
Smash.
Wardcast, your daily source for video game related content, such as video games and other games like video games.
You
Cloud's
don't accept
Cloud's in it.
casual games.
Yeah,
Diz, Cloud is in it. What the fuck?
He said in it,
yeah. You had to think of a non.
Nintendo.
characters you can play that are not Nintendo characters.
Well, if Cloud.
No, it says that you would have. Name a non-Nintendo character you would have as a playable fighter,
Yeah.
implying one that's not there that you would put
Oh.
in there, right?
This is the problem
Wait.
when I come up with games like
Yeah.
fucking last week or week before. I just can't remember.
I think he's just bad at grammar.
Okay, so was it
Wow.
that one
So-
that you would
Yeah.
ever have in there?
So it's an existing playable fighter that's not Nintendo.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Fine,
Lee
Diz,
came-
I forgive
Does it
you.
have to be a fighter though? Because I like the idea of putting yeah, let's think.
Uh,
I'm gonna come up with a real easy one that people still fucking, petition for him to appear in, Smash. So, wow, Luigi.
Wow. He's Nintendo.
But he's in yeah.
According
And
to
he-
Nintendo, he's not.
and he's not in it.
Wow.
Exactly.
What the fuck is happening? What are the rules?
My
I
answer
don't
is
know. I'm
Snake.
tired.
My answer is Snake. I don't really
Simon
care.
Belmont. I don't know.
Oh, how about Hello Kitty? I don't even know if there's any Hello Kitty games,
wait, is
but
it
like
Simon?
something.
The Belmont, the one.
Jesus Christ.
Sean.
Something kind of
What?
cutesy.
They could put.
You wait-
I'm surprised they have put Chris Redfield.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking he's everywhere.
They
bastard.
had Leon
Shit.
and I think a couple others as what do they call them, spirits or what? I don't even know what that means. What is happening at Nintendo?
We're moving
Fires.
on. Last question. Question 7.
Alright.
Name something. Name something you can't joke about in a machinima.
Wow.
Let me just watch Alex Machinimas for a
We'll
while.
find out on my next episode. See if I get canceled.
Because apparently you can't say minorities anymore. Oops.
There's always the joke that you cannot say if you know any parents.
Wow, Diz.
There's always the joke you cannot say if you know any parents.
Any parents?
Any parents, yes.
I know lots of parents. I know my parents.
Yeah.
So what can't you? What joke? I don't understand.
It's like a dead baby. You cannot say dead baby.
Necrophilia.
Oh.
No, I think I've joked about that already. Yes, I have.
I don't
I
like
would
this.
say. I know. No, I knew you wouldn't.
Pants.
Pants. Is that why you get
all the
people to
time.
take off the pants?
Yeah, in the remake, he's gonna be like, take a damn, and then it's censored. It'll be bleeps. Take off of the damn bleep.
Have you ever seen any of those unnecessary censored videos
Yeah, those
where
are
they'll
funny.
bleep things? that
Typically
are
with Disney
innocent?
movies, yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen.
hmm Yeah, they're good.
I'm reliving it.
Same. Size doesn't matter.
See, this is hard for me because I personally feel like I can literally put anything into it. Although,
Just because
when
you
I
can
have,
doesn't mean you should.
yeah, I mean, I remember when I came up with that Resident Evil episode, Outside the Residence episode 2 joke, and it was a height of a particular movement. And I put that joke in there, and Jazz was like, I'm not doing that.
I censored him by saying I'm not saying that. I don't even remember what it was. I just know I censored you before.
Yeah. All right, I guess we're not going to get.
Cat.
I like combining Lee's answer with question 7.
Guys, I've been
Dante
replaced
from
by a
Devil May
cat.
Cry.
I've been replaced
You
by a
can't
cat.
joke
You're
about
not
Dante.
allowed to put Dante from Devil May Cry in Machinima. It's unacceptable.
Well, speaking of Dante, didn't Dante make Machinima series on Devil May Cry? Just
He did. I think he did one for the first
Third one?
and the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's too much of a coward to do the second game.
That's it. I got to do the second game.
I've wanted to do one for the fourth game for a long time. That one has a lot of good material to work with.
All right, that was the game. That went terribly, but it turned out funny.
Anyway. It was a fucking mess.
All right, last game. Attention seekers.
Oh, I'm totally ready for this.
Lies.
No.
You ain't
No,
ready for
it's true.
shit.
There we go. See? I was ready the whole time.
Your brain.
Okay. Here we go. Nope. What the fuck?
Was I playing?
I was gonna say, is this Jazz?
No, that was my footage. So yeah. All right. So
The answer is 7.
it could be. So now you've seen the clip of Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm going to ask you 5 whole questions about the video clip.
Blasphemy.
So question number 1: how many enemies did Leon kill with a knife?
4.
7.
5?
So I'm hearing
It's either
7,
6 or
4, or 5.
Because there were. I would add more details, but I don't want to because it might be the answer to the next question.
Probably
But
not.
I think that we saw.
Right, give me your final numbers.
5.
4.
Either 7 or 3.
Carmen, I'm going to give you a point because it's free.
She said one or the
Yay.
other though, so
Yeah.
Because there were 7 enemies total. 5 were already on the ground, and we watched them kill 3.
No, I'm going to give Carmen a point because she's not often right. Anyway.
The fuck? Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, question 2. How many female enemies did Leon kill?
1.
Yeah, 1, I think.
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
1?
1.
Are you saying 1? Are you sure?
I mean, I kind of felt like Carmen was like turned into a calculator and someone just pressed in 1 for 2. I'm like, 1, 1, 1.
Diamond 5.
I was
As I thought it. I just didn't
emphatic.
say.
Diz got you there.
All right, the answer is 1. Congratulations. All right. Question 3. Did the game glitch?
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
That was
Leon-
normal.
Leon
Fall
knows
in
it.
between those planks.
The answer is yes. Leon fell through solid wood instead of the open hole.
What a jerk. What?
Okay, question 4. How much gunpowder did Leon pick up?
Oh, fuck.
3
you.
times 2.
Which
I
is
think 3 is twice, so I think 6. I think 3 twice, so I think it's
I'm gonna say 3.
4.
Jazz might be right.
the answer is 5.
Shit.
Wow.
And speaking of 5, question 5, and it's the last one. How much handgun ammo does Leon start with?
Oh,
23.
I have no fucking idea. Let's play it again.
We'll play it again after.
I have no fucking idea.
21.
28? I don't know. 28.
Okay.
Just because.
The answer is 49.
Wow. We were all close.
But
Yeah.
the gun goes up to 30.
Play the clip again.
Oh,
Make
that's
it big.
not helpful to anybody. There we go.
19 out of 30. Where do you get 49 from?
Add
What's
it up.
19 plus 30, Carmen?
It's 49.
19 out of 30.
30
It's
plus 19.
That's
So there's
19
19
out of
bullets
30.
in the chamber.
Oh, I was misreading.
19
thought it was-
out of 30.
No.
I thought it was like 30 was the total that's in the
Yeah, that's
can
what
fit
I
in the
thought.
gun, but no, it's
Yeah.
what is not loaded.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
30 extra bullets, 19 in the gun currently.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have been smarter than that because like
Yeah,
a fucking handgun
this says
does not
it's
have a
19
clip
out
of
of
30
30.
bullets.
Get out of here, Clip.
Dis is of the same opinion as I was, and Jess.
It's a big ass. No, I made a mistake.
You were wrong.
It's
Okay.
not my
Diz.
opinion. I made a mistake.
Diz, as your punishment for getting that wrong, you had to buy 49 copies of Resident Evil 4.
She's already got them.
All right, that's the game. And that's
Yay.
all of the games.
Terrible job, everybody.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, nobody asked you, Sean, but somebody asked some questions.
But not us. Oh, fuck. Why has it got to be like that? There we go.
Plus that's over.
All right. So, nobody asked us the place where I find questions on the internet that isn't porn related, maybe.
Wow.
And we had to answer them because.
Bless you, Jazz.
What?
Okay,
You
topic
hiccuped
1.
and I said bless you.
No, I didn't.
Isn't that for a sneeze anyway?
It's apparently
Yeah,
not
for
anymore.
anything.
Okay, topic 1. A PlayStation user living in Turkey bought a 27-year subscription for fear of a rise of the cost to the subscription. Would you do the same?
That is so fucking stupid.
I would
What
go
the
up to a
fuck?
certain number, not a 27 year. I would, if I had the money to do so, and an actual PlayStation, I would go up to maybe 5. I don't know, maybe 5 years, or maybe something like reasonable, but much shorter than that. Because 27 fucking years, the what are we going to be in then? PlayStation holodecks or what? Or what? You know what?
It's going to be PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Live.
Consoles won't even exist in 27
That's
years.
what I'm
Consoles won't
saying.
exist in 10 years, I bet.
That's what I'm saying.
Or like it'll be a skeleton of what a console is. And like you don't know what the fuck's gonna. You could
Yeah.
die. You could lose your system. You could like there's so many the fucking service might not be worth having anymore. Or like there's so many variables to that. Like why would you do that?
It might be a totally different service to begin with. So, like,
They might cancel it. PlayStation
yeah,
Plus might not even exist in half that time. Why?
My answer is like 5 years max. Ouch.
So
Like,
I think my answer would definitely be because I don't know if you guys remember we talked about. I surprised that I remember that we talked about this when they introduced the tiers, and they made like the cost was going up, and so they sent out messages or whatever to all the players that there was an increase and that they had to pay the difference. So we know that Sony's gonna fucking do this shit again. By the way, your subscription that you paid for, you're gonna redeem the code and it'll be like amount owing like $5 different or whatever.
Damn.
That's bullshit.
It's like, oh yeah, that service you paid for, it's double now.
Yeah, Sony has proven that they will fucking do this shit, so you're not winning. Nobody wins in video games. Just get better a little
everybody
bit.
loses.
Yeah. You just learn
That
a little
is
bit more.
The shittiest bowl.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is like if you find like this stupid crazy ass like 75% off kind of a deal or something like that, maybe sure, like grab 2 years or maybe 3 if it's like dirt cheap. Sure, because you're not really overpaying, you're taking advantage of a really good sale, and worst case you paid what you normally would pay for that. That's fine. But like outside of that, that's really irresponsible to do, and you're asking for trouble.
I bet the person who did that is the type that, they have some other underlying like shopping issues, like they're a hoarder or shopaholic, or somebody who buys a bajillion microtransaction items, which is like a gambling addiction. Like honestly, a person who would do that, 27 years.
I bet it was a kid.
I bet you it was Sean.
Yeah.
Yep, it was me.
No, I bet it makes so little sense that I bet that the person doesn't have stable spending habits. They're a shopaholic or a microtransactor or something.
Well,
or a hoarder or something.
That brings us to our second topic. So, what's the most amount of money you've spent on microtransactions?
$1.
And did you instantly regret it?
I always regret it.
10 and no.
What is the most I've spent?
Because I bought some Pokeballs.
I always regret it. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. It was
I don't want to talk about it.
It was only $5, but it's more the situation. Like I was playing my stupid cell phone games, and like I was working towards like $100 payout, and I'm like, this is taking forever. Like if I spend $5, it's gonna get me there quicker, and then I'll just take that off of what I was gonna earn. And I didn't do it in time, so like I didn't get the payout, and I spent the money, and so yeah, I ended up spending instead of earning. So I fucked myself over. It's like, oh, buy this $5 pack to get like $1 billion in in-game money and these soldiers to make your attack power go up, and I'm like, okay, well I can just utilize that to get to the end result quicker, and it was a mistake. And that's what they're counting on, fuckers.
Yeah, but it was only $5 for you, Sean.
Yeah, it's more the principle of it, because like the whole intention was that I wouldn't be spending anything, and I got fucked.
So my answer is about $10 on Pokeballs, and no, I did not regret it. I kind of felt a little guilty, but I enjoyed those Pokeballs.
Was it on Pokemon Go?
Yes, it was.
Same. Although it wasn't,
You
I didn't spend it on Pokemon balls. It was more the Poke eggs.
Oh yeah.
Diz, that's disgusting.
Genshin? Oh yeah. I played a little bit of Genshin. I need to get into that again.
So what is
It
your
is
shame, Jazz? I
definitely-
see you squirming over there.
I spent a lot of money on skins on League of Legends.
Oh
A
no.
lot of money.
How much? Are you going to give us a number?
Some I don't know. Some of them are like I still use them, but some of them are even for like heroes that I don't even use because I just started just playing the shit out of Vi, especially when they made the arcane skin, which I got like with points, I think. But yeah, it's horrible.
It just sucks. Like like almost every single time that I buy DLC, I almost always regret it because like even when I buy it, like I buy it on sale, but I never play it, and it's like it's gonna get to the point where I have so much DLC that I bought because it was on sale, that's just gonna fade away into the ether when all these platforms shut down and they no longer give you access to your digital content. Like all that content is just going to be gone just because I took advantage of a sale. Like that's the future that I'm working my way towards. That's when my regret is really going to set in.
I mean, if you think about it, Sean, you essentially just bought NFTs. You just bought a picture of what you think your character
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually very true. I bought the idea of the DLC.
Yeah. It's like you don't even own it. So, I would say I've actually paid to get to, like in Resident Evil games, to get the infinite rocket launcher and all that kind of shit. And
I hate you.
I know you do. and like the original music soundtrack for Resident Evil 2, because the amount of times I've played Resident Evil 2 remake with the remake soundtrack, and I'm just like, I can't hear a fucking thing. It's just boring.
Yeah, it's way better with the original soundtrack.
Yeah.
Whoops, shit.
Yeah. Well, that has been Nobody Asked Us, and no one will continue to ask us. Although, if you leave a question on a comment, then I might consider, asking the guys.
Wow.
Oh wait.
Wow.
Wow.
Alrighty, I think that's
Okay.
it, right? We did
Yep.
the gams, we did the comments. We're all gravy. Look at that, under 2 hours. We've done it.
Good job.
Good job, everybody.
This
All right.
has been.
No,
No,
you don't know
this
that.
has not been.
Don't know that. All right.
This has
Let me die real quick. Oh, wait, I'm not ready. Yes, I am. This has been episode 206. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at The Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/thewardproductions to get exclusive content, or buy merchandise like t-shirts, hats, and more on our website, not the-ward.com/shop, because you can't access it in some
Because it's
random
in
Japanese
Japan.
website right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'll fix it. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn it, Sean, it's been over 2 hours.